Hello guys, myself Ankit. In this video we shall see another problem on LeetCode. Contains duplicate part 2. So given an integer as nums and integer k, return true if there are two distinct indices I and j in the array such that nums of I is equal to nums of j, and the absolute difference between the I and j is lesser than or equal to k. So what do they mean by the question? Mm, Let's say the array contains 1, 2, 3, 1 which they have given, and k value was 3. So we have to find the two distinct integers, but the indices must be different. I mean, you could see in the array 1 and 1 are equal and I is not equal to j. That means the positions are different, right? So if you observe the index, this is 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 3 minus 0 would be 3, which is lesser than or equal to k. K is nothing but 3. The condition satisfies. In this case, we return true. So what if we have the array 1, 2, 1, 3, then k is equal to 3. In this case, the difference between two indices 1, 1, which is equal numbers, is element 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, and 2. So 2 minus 0 is 2, which is not lesser than or equal to k. This condition is not satisfied, hence you return false in this case. So this is the problem they have given. So what is the approach to solve this problem? Usually what we can do, if let's say the integer is given, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1. So you take the first integer and you give a nested loop. I and 1 and j one more variable. So I will start from 0, but j will start from I plus 1 variable. That means you compare each element with the all other elements in the array. 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 1 with 1. And when you are comparing, you check whether the elements are equal. Nums of I is equal to nums of j. And also you have to check whether the absolute difference of absolute difference of I minus j, that is lesser than or equal to k. So once you first you do for 1, next 2, then similarly for 3. But here only you will find 1 and 1 are equal. So you get 1 and 1 are equal and you check the difference between the indices, that is 3 minus 0, 3, which is lesser than or equal to k. Hence you return true. This is normal brute force approach, but this won't be, since this is having a complexity of big of n square, this won't be suitable for the larger arrays. So what do we have other approach, better optimal approach to solve the problem? So if you observe, we can use the hash table, right? So we'll define a hash table column. So once you have this, now you have the array elements 1, 2, 3, and 1, and k is equal to 3 as we know, right? So at first you run the for loop, right? So you run the for loop. The for loop will point to the first element. Now you check whether map dot contains of, we have the inbuilt function in hash map, that is contains key, to check particular key is present in the hash map or not. So this hash map data type will be integer comma integer. The data type will be integer comma integer because the key is also integer and the value will also be integer. Value is nothing but the position. So key is the element here of the array. Value is the position of that element. This is key and this is value. So both are integer. So integer comma integer you have. Data type map is the hash map which you are using name. So map dot contains key of what we have to look for. Nums of I. As I said, it's an element. We have to look for the element. Since element is the key, we have to check whether this particular element is present in hash map or not. If this is not present, if this returns false, then what do we need to do? We have to add that particular element and the corresponding position to the hash map, right? So map dot put of key is nums of I element and the value is position, that is I. This you do if the hash map doesn't contain the particular element key in the particular element in the hash map. So what if it contains a particular element in the hash map? Let's say you start with 1. We check whether map dot contains of nums of I. If one is present in hash map or not. No, it's not present. Hence you do map dot put of nums of I comma I. So nums of I is 1 and its position is 0. I is 0. So this is added to the hash map. Okay. Now you move to the next position. Again you check map dot contains key of nums of I. Is 2 is present in hash map? No. Only 1 is present. One value is present. That's why you should add that also. So map dot put of nums of I 2 comma and its position is 1. Fine. Next you go to the next element. Similarly map dot contains 3 is not present. Then you add 3 and its position is 0, 1, 2. Let's write the position 0, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, its position is 2. So you write 2 here. Fine. So next again you move further. Now check map dot contains key of nums of 5. Whether one is present in hash map? Yes, it is present in hash map. This is the key value, right? 1. Now once you get the particular key value, like nums of I in the hash map, you have to check and condition also. That is, you have to check the difference. What difference we have to do? Whatever the position we have got. So mat dot, as I said, mat dot absolute difference of the previous position. Previous position is nothing but since we have got that particular key is present in the hash map, that means this particular element has appeared somewhere before in the array. So that is this position only. So map dot absolute of, you have to find the difference between this and this position. So how do we get the disposition? The position is nothing but the value of the key, this value. So value is 0, right? How do we get the value? Map dot get of sums of I. So by this you get the value, that is 0 minus whatever position you have, that is I. Got it? So in any case, anywhere in the array, you find that this particular key is present in the hash map already. Then along with the this condition, if this becomes true, we have to check for this condition as well. That is the absolute difference between the value of this key minus the particular position where you got the matching key. Key is nothing but the value of the array, element in the array. So if both of these conditions become true, okay, or you find the difference, and you have to check whether that is lesser than or equal to k. That is very important. If both of these conditions become true, then you add that particular, then you just return true. If all of operations are done and you get still false, then you don't find any matching element in the array. Let's say array has 1, 2, 3. You may not find the matching element. I mean, if k is equal to 3 and the array elements are 1, 2, 1, 3, then difference between these two are 0, 1, 2. 2 minus 0 is 2, which is not lesser than or equal to k. Hence, in this case, this condition won't satisfy and you return false. So, got it? So, a very basic simple thing. We check whether that particular element is present in the hash map or not. If it is not present, you just add that to the hash map. If it is present, along with that, check the absolute difference between the hash map value and the position at which you got the matching element. Then the difference should be, you check whether the difference is lesser than or equal to k. If both is conditions satisfied, then you return true. Otherwise, you return false by the end of the array. So quickly we'll code this. So map integer. Okay, comma integer, and let the name be map equal to new hash map. Okay. So after this, yeah, directly run the for loop. So for int I equal to 0, I lesser than nums.len and I plus plus. First, let us check if map dot contains key is caps, k is caps, sorry, not key. Okay, key of what? Nums of I. Along with that, what you have to check the difference. So map dot absolute difference of map dot get of nums of I. So you get the value minus if that is lesser than or equal to A, if both these conditions satisfy, then you return true. So if in case map dot contains key becomes false, then you have to add that particular element to the hash map view. So map dot put of thumbs of I, the element value, and its position I. Right? After all these conditions, if none of these cases happen and this doesn't become true, then you return false. Yeah. Would see test cases is being passed. Yeah, it's been successfully submitted. If you have any doubts, please drop in the comment section. We'll come up with another video next session. And until then, please subscribe to the channel and keep learning. Thank you.